I got a call from my friend Damian Lair when he was driving back from out of town one day, and you know, he and me and probably half of Kansas City had just been really inspired by what we had seen going on across the country, you know, from these murals being painted all over the place, a social movement. And you know, we were just really inspired by the work that had been done by groups all across the country. And Damien said, you know, we should really do this in Kansas City. I said, you know, I've been thinking the same thing. And he said, well, let's do it. I was like, yeah, let's do it. But yeah, let's do more than one, like maybe 3, maybe 4. And then, you know, half a dozen seemed about right in the end. You know, as we worked with other council members, Melissa Robinson said 18th and Vine, and I was like, you got it. And of course we wanted Troost to Palooza territory, which is, you know, 30th and Troost. And then we reached out to some of our Southtown contacts, and they said, we'll take not 1 but 2, please. And that was the Brookside and the 63rd location, and then the Troost and 63rd location. And then, you know, it was like, well, we don't have any Northland representation, and you know, we know that there are people up there who care about this, and we want to be inclusive, you know, and so we reached out and we were able to find a location that was, you know, happy to have us come in. We really wanted to engage multiple communities. We didn't want to paint something in a community and say, you know, we're going to do this to you. We wanted to go to these communities and say, would you do this with us?
We're going to have over 100 to 200 people that'll be painting all at the same time on this street here. And it's as you can see, it's good 200 to 400 feet of space to work on. We're going to have 3 words: Black Lives Matter. We're going to have teams of 2 directing artists on each, along with volunteers on each of the words, with cleaning stations and paint distribution stations. People will be probably evolving throughout the day. We'll have some music going. We'll be trying to enjoy our experience collectively while trying to send a very positive message.
Let's break down the project by the numbers. So we've got 4 organizers. We have about 1,000 volunteers, from our painters to our organizing teams, artist lead teams. We have 6 lead artists, designers. We've got about 2,500 linear feet. With our 6 sites, we have hundreds of gallons of paint per site, and we have probably close to a supply list of probably close to 800 pieces.
Kansas City, you should be very proud of this moment. I think you'll probably be the only city in the Union that has taken on an endeavor of this size with a message this important. It'll give you a definite mark in history. It is important for our arts community to understand that this is something that's never been attempted before on this scale.
As far as challenges go with this project, I can't say that I've had a ton that weren't quickly overcome. We have things like that happen to us every week. Somebody comes to help when we need it. And it's just been phenomenal. It makes my heart swell, you know, to feel the support of the community in that way. Some of the other challenges has just been realizing that Black Lives Matter are words that mean something different depending on who you talk to. It doesn't always mean something good to a lot of people. You know, I think that there's a very singular perception of it sometimes. And so what we really want to accomplish here is to invite everyone to reconsider that. I'm hoping that we can all come together around that value statement, that Black Lives Matter, and what that means is that we all care enough to support our Black communities and to address the disparities in education, in housing, in healthcare, in our judicial system, in our, you know, sometimes in our law enforcement communities. I think that it means that we all value resolution and solutions to that.